President Obama was in the news quite a bit during the last week. From hecklers to angry parents and politicians, the new president faced some tough critics. On Tuesday, September 8th, President Obama spoke to school children at Wakefield High School in Arlington, Virginia. Students across the country were able to tune in via satellite from their schools. What should have been an event-free traditional stay-in-school speech met with heavy resistance even before the president took to the stage. Some parents and political adversaries argued the president would force a political agenda on America's impressionable students. For years, presidents have been speaking to the nation's young people, and usually with little protest. One of the most common criticisms of President Obama's speech was a homework assignment to follow the speech, calling for students to write a letter stating what they could do to help the president. One of the more outspoken opponents has been Florida GOP Chairman Jim Greer.
I think the president has enough to do focusing on the economy and finding jobs for Americans than writing lesson plans out of the Oval Office.
After all the commotion, President Obama's speech was actually free of any political agenda and simply encouraged the nation's students to take pride and ownership in their education.
I'm here today because I have something important to discuss with you. I'm here because I want to talk with you about your education and what's expected of all of you in this new school year. But at the end of the day, we can have the most dedicated teachers, the most supportive parents, the best schools in the world, and none of it will make a difference. None of it will matter unless all of you fulfill your responsibilities.
Just a day later, on Wednesday, September 9th, President Obama addressed Congress to stress the tenets of his health care plan. What should have been a typical bipartisan address looked a bit like a scene from a stand-up comedy routine as the President of the United States was heckled by a member of Congress. The president was in the middle of addressing rumors regarding health care for illegal immigrants when South Carolina Republican Rep. Joe Wilson shouted, "You lie."
Now, there are also those who claim that our reform efforts would ensure illegal immigrants. This, too, is false. The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally. It's not true.
The stunned crowd booed Wilson while the president, Vice President Biden, and House Speaker Pelosi all glared in Wilson's direction. Wilson later apologized, calling his behavior a lack of civility. His apology was accepted by President Obama, but the House was not so easy to appease. The disrespectful outburst caused the House to formally rebuke Wilson days later, citing his behavior was a breach of decorum and degraded the proceedings of the joint session to the discredit of the House. Well, the MTV Video Music Awards were held Sunday, September 13th, and as usual, there were fireworks. Last year, British comedian and host Russell Brand caused a stir with his politically charged jokes, and it marked the official comeback of embattled pop star Britney Spears. Well, MTV brought the comic back this year, but it wasn't Brand that caused a ruckus this time. Rapper Kanye West, apparently enraged over Beyoncé losing Best Female Video to country youngster Taylor Swift, took to the stage, interrupting Swift's acceptance speech.
Thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
In an ironic twist at the end of the night, Beyonce later won Video of the Year, but gave her moment to Taylor Swift.
So I'd like for Taylor to come out and have her moment.
Kanye West later apologized to Swift via his MySpace page and then again the next day on The Jay Leno Show.
It was rude, period. And, you know, I'd like to be able to apologize to her in person.
When did it strike you,
Like soon as I gave the mic back to her and then she didn't keep going.
It seemed the week was full of outbursts, and the realm of sports was no exception. At the U.S. Open Saturday, September 12th, a horrible call by a line judge sent Serena Williams into a tirade against the visually impaired judge. As has been the case for all the week's outbursts, Williams immediately issued a public apology, saying she was just caught up in the moment and that her response showed the public how truly passionate she is about her career in tennis. Well, that's it for me today. This has been Weekend News, and I'm Pilar Davis. Thanks so much for tuning in.